Hey guys, what's up? You good? It's Wednesday, all over again.
May the 4th be with you.
Grogu.
Today is Tuesday.
Well,
the day before.
Revenge of the 5th.
Okay.
Revenge of the 5th.
May the 4th be with you.
Revenge of the 5th. That's what I say. The Sith. I'm surprised you don't say the Sith either. Because you are dark side.
Yeah. My favorite Star Wars character is Darth Vader.
Darth Vader.
AKA Anakin.
Anakin. R.
AKA
Kizat. Yeah. I just started doing like
Pastor Josh's is Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
You guys should tell us what yours is.
Tell us who your favorite Star Wars characters.
Zack and Logan's is Boba Fett and Darth Vader.
Yep.
Just like us.
I just did I just kind of did like what's his name? Sidious? Not give
Darth
in
Maul?
to your power.
Darth Sidious?
No, yeah. Give in to your anger. That's what he says right there. Yeah. Yep. But I don't like him that much, but I just kind of nailed that voice on accident.
You know what? Don't even get me started.
Now Sis Fallon's talking about Star Wars, and we could be here for a long, long time.
Nobody understands Anakin, okay?
He did what he did out of love. We should have a separate channel or like a separate playlist on the SYMA show that's all just about Star Wars.
I'd like that.
That would be dope city. So we hope you guys are doing well. You know what I'm saying? Hope you guys are doing well. It is warm in here. Oh yeah, we're not at the homestead. We're not at our crib. We're in Sis Fallon's office. That's where we at. That's why it looks diff. You know, totes diff. Also, a lot of you home cats picked up your sticks.
Oh yeah.
This past Sunday. Congrats to you all that got your sticks. As a matter of fact, yeah. Anakin, Darth Vader. Congrats to you guys that picked up your sticks on Sunday. And also, we've been sending some out, like in the mail. What? We do that? We have the ability. We have the resources to send things through the mail. Kids, when was the last time you got something in the mail? Do you want something in the mail? Hit us up. We can send you something in the mail. So, by the way, if any of you guys forgot what the sticks look like, let me show you what the sticks look like. Where are they? Oh, they're right here. Right. Boom. Right there. Sup, homies. Then we got a SYMA knot, and then that peace out, homies. But get the music back in. Ready? There it is. So we're gonna play a game. You guys already saw from the thumbnail. Sis Fallon is about to take a quiz.
Wow.
She's about to take a quiz. You know what kind of quiz you're about to take?
No.
Either she forgot or I didn't tell her, and I'm pretty sure she forgot.
I forgot.
It's a Disney quote quiz.
Oh.
A Disney movie quote quiz. Now,
I'm gonna do so great at this.
You guys jump into this live chat and see if you can answer faster than Sis Fallon can, or just keep tally of your score. Yeah, this is gonna be fun, and we got some lesson for you.
Okay, ready? Let's go.
But you want to do the? Do you want to do the? Wait, where'd it go? There it is. Do you want to do the? Captain speaking. You want to do it?
I don't even know what you say.
This is your captain speaking. We've been cleared for takeoff.
I'm not gonna remember that.
Really?
Do it in Darth Vader's voice.
In Darth Vader's voice?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've never really tried to do Darth Vader's voice.
Try now. Not Bane.
This is your captain speaking. We've been cleared for takeoff. But now I gotta leave my hand.
like it, subscribe to it. You know what I'm saying? Comment in the comment section, but also share. Sharing is caring. You guys ever watch SpongeBob? I think there's a whole song about it, isn't there?
No.
I know
It's
there's
for
the Friends song, but I
There's
thought
not
there was a
Ken.
sharing song.
No.
No?
Nope.
What show am I thinking of?
Barney? I don't know.
Nah. I don't remember. Anyway, share it. You
It's
know what I
not
mean?
SpongeBob.
Share it. Let's see here. Let's get into this, guys. Without any further ado, let's see how good Sis Fallon is at her Disney movie quotes and guessing the moves.
I'm kind of nervous.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Are you guys ready for this? Let's test it out. Get the whole family around. Let's see how Sis Fallon does. All right, the first one. Are you ready? Now, I tested out the quiz. Okay? Now, I tested it out, and if you get it right, it just moves on to the next question. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If you get it wrong, then it stays there and it lights up red. Okay?
Gotcha.
You ready? And I think it gives you the answer, but then we can move on and stuff like that. Are you ready? You guys ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's do this. First one. Oh, I forgot to switch the camera. There we go. Let's cover this one up like a saw. And let's go here. Am I going to have to do that for all these? Oh, no, I don't have to. It's all fixed because I outsmarted
Repeat after me.
myself this
Hakuna
week.
Matata.
Oh, are you sure? Are you sure that's what it is?
The Lion King.
Are you sure?
Duh.
Are you positive?
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Ah, you got it. All right, here we go.
Phenomenal cosmic power. Itty bitty living space.
Aladdin.
What?
Aladdin.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You think you know this that well?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Is she right, homies?
I'm right.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Aladdin.
Yes.
For your final answer.
Yes.
Okay, there you go. How can you read this? There's no pictures.
Ooh.
Ooh. What is it? A. Cinderella. B. Beauty and the Beast. Or C. Tangled. What do you guys think it is? You guys
Tangled.
know this. You guys know this. I know this answer.
You do?
I know all the
Oh.
well, not all. I didn't get all the way through the quiz, but I know most of these answers. At least the first handful. You ready? You said Tangled?
Hold on.
A. Cinderella. Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the
It
Beast
has
is like
to
my
be
favorite. Is like my favorite Disney princess movie. I think we've talked about that before because I like the Beast. He's dope.
I'm pretty sure it's Tangled.
Tangled.
Yeah.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Who was it?
It's Beauty and the Beast.
Oh man, what part?
It's when she is when she's in the bookstore, or it's Gaston. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, Gaston. Yeah, I eat 5 dozen
Actually,
eggs
I did get it
before-
right because I remember
Whatever.
it was with Gaston. I got it right. So
Okay. All right, here we go. So we got to retry this one. We got to hit Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast.
And we keep going.
Wrong lever.
What is
The Emperor's
this?
New Groove.
The Emperor's New Groove. Mulan.
Kronk,
Or
pull the
Wreck-It Ralph.
lever. Shh. Wrong lever.
Wait, I need a Kronk line.
Yeah.
Give me a Kronk line.
Um.
Oh man, what's he say? This is for those of you
Spinach
guys that
puffs.
don't know. For those of you guys that don't know, The Emperor's New Groove is like
It's so underrated.
it's
so
like
funny.
one of my all-time favorite Disney movies. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's
Kronk
so good.
is so cool. What's he say? What'd you say?
The spinach puffs.
He's like, oh, my spinach puffs. I didn't even nail it. That wasn't it. I need to nail it. I haven't done Kronk in a while. Hold on.
Okay, so did you know, those of you that have gone to Disneyland, the same voice for the ride Soarin'
There it is.
is the same
That's helping me.
as Kronk's voice in The Emperor's New Groove.
Yzma.
There it is.
Yeah. Yzma. And then what's he say? Man, all the lines are
I know.
evading me
isn't
right
it?
now.
Look up on your phone right now.
I need to.
Look it up right now,
I
'cause
need
you have
Kronk
to.
quotes because, man.
I just love when you're put on the spot and you can never even think of them.
Man, here we go. Kronk quotes.
This is gonna be so great, guys.
Oh yes. What about
Here we go.
this one? What
Okay.
about this one?
Yeah.
Oh, right. The poison for Cusco. The poison chosen specifically to kill Cusco. Cusco's poison. There it is. That's
Oh,
the
my
long
word.
one. That's the
Yes,
long one right there.
that was good.
Wait, let me
where's
see.
the- okay, where's the other one?
I gotta get another one. We're just indulging ourselves right now,
Yeah.
guys. That is one of the best ones,
Yes.
though. Okay. No, not that. I just did that one. Oh, that's it. That's like the most famous one. That's a harp, and that's a dress. That's when he's talking to himself.
Yeah.
Man, where are there? Okay.
Why don't you just?
Man, I can't. Okay, here we go. Hey, that's kind of like what he said to you when you got fired.
That's so good.
When
Yeah.
squeakity squeak squeaking.
That's my favorite
Squeakers.
part.
He talks squirrel. Okay, anyway. Are you sure it's the Emperor's New Groove?
Wrong lever. Yes.
Ah.
Who thinks
There
that
it
there
is.
should be a ride?
Oh, that would be dope. Because when she pulls the lever,
Yeah.
or when they pull the right lever,
Yeah.
and they're going down and they're spinning around.
But
and,
the-
Yzma, put your hands in the air. There it is.
Yes.
There it is. Okay, here we go. I'm a damsel. I'm in distress. I can handle this. Have a nice day.
Hercules.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Who says it in Hercules?
Um.
Yzma, put your hands in the air. Now I'm just want
I
to talk
forget
like
her
Kronk.
name.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Not Cinderella. Not
No.
Tarzan. You already missed one.
Shh,
Are you gonna
stop.
get back on your? Well, you didn't miss it technically, I guess. She said, Hercules.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. All right, here we go. Well, there's the usual things: flowers, chocolates, promises you don't intend to keep. Which Disney movie is this from?
Zootopia.
Tarzan, Beauty and the Beast, Zootopia.
It has to be. Wait. Or is this the part with the gorilla? No. It has to be Zootopia.
Zootopia? Why do you think it's Zootopia?
Because.
Talk through it. Help yourself. Let me just.
Because I don't remember it in the other movies.
Are you sure? Here we go.
Wait. Or is it Beauty and the Beast?
You gotta think it through. Think it through. Think it through. $80 million on the line if Sis Fallon gets these. If she gets 99%.
Okay, it can't be Beauty and the Beast because Beauty and the Beast was already an answer.
Okay. So Tarzan or Zootopia?
It's Zootopia.
Zootopia.
Yes.
For the win, or not for a correct answer.
No!
Oh, okay. Close
What
your
was
eyes.
it?
Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. I'm gonna let you try again.
Okay.
Okay. There it is. Okay.
Tarzan.
Tarzan. Ready?
No!
Beauty and the
I knew it!
Beast.
Rats!
Beauty and the Beast. Okay.
Man.
Moving on. Oh wait, we gotta.
That's
yeah,
not
we
fair.
gotta get back. Get this one.
They did it. They gave that answer.
Yeah. So you got it right. You got it right because they already did Beauty and the Beast, and so it did trick you. Okay. My little baby off to destroy people. What is this?
What?
I got this one right.
Did you guess?
No.
There's no way.
I thought through it logically. Like I realized because on the last
it's Mulan.
one.
It's
Are you sure?
It's Mushu.
Are
Mushu
you
says
sure?
it. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
There goes my baby off to destroy people. That's there goes my
Aladdin.
little baby. Okay, I'm not
Jasmine
a prize
says it.
to be won. Aladdin.
Yes,
You
Jasmine
sure?
says
Not
it.
Lion King.
Oh.
It's not Nala.
God, I don't know.
It's not Nala. Oh, Beauty and the Beast.
It's
is
Aladdin.
Is it a third Beauty and the Beast?
It's Aladdin.
Are
Aladdin,
you
Aladdin,
sure?
Aladdin.
Okay, here we go. Ding, ding, ding.
Yes.
All right. I just don't see how a world that makes such wonderful things could be bad.
Little Mermaid.
Surprisingly, I got this one right as well.
The Little Mermaid.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Not Pocahontas.
No.
Not Aladdin. They
No.
gave you two Beauty and the Beast. You don't think they're gonna throw two Aladdins in there?
It has to be the Little Mermaid, because she was so naive about the world being great, and then when she got up here,
Okay. The Little Mermaid. Ding, ding,
Yes!
ding, ding, ding. If you wear a dress and have an animal sidekick, you're a princess.
Tangled.
Moana, Zootopia,
Tangled.
or Tangled.
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 Ryder
you
says
sure?
it. Yeah.
Ready? Ryder.
Yeah.
So you're getting specific.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
No.
Ah, close
No,
your eyes.
no,
Don't
no.
look. Don't look. Don't look. Don't look. Okay,
That's wrong.
We're back.
This quiz
We're
is
back.
wrong. I'm
Go for
right.
it. Go for it.
It has to be Zootopia then, because it's definitely not in Moana.
Are you sure? Which
Yeah.
one? So, Zootopia?
Oh wait, or what if it's Maui? Because the hey she had with her,
I don't know.
and she was wearing. Well, she's technically not wearing a dress.
Don't know.
I already said Tangled.
You said Tangled. Yep. What do you guys think it
Moana.
is?
Maui says it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. All right. I love the way your foul little minds work.
Oh,
Disney.
No.
Disney quiz.
Okay, this one's. I'm probably gonna get this one wrong.
Aladdin. Big Hero 6. Tarzan.
Big Hero 6.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Do you guys know it?
I honestly have no idea.
Are you going with Big Hero 6?
Yeah.
Do you want to just see the answer?
Yeah. Because I have no idea.
What is it? What is it? What is
It's
it?
Aladdin.
Aladdin.
I guess.
Oh, that's Jafar.
To who?
To Iago. To Iago. When Iago the parrot is trying to catch
okay.
Aladdin, and he's like, yeah. That's why he has him as his sidekick. So would that mean that Jafar's like a Disney prince?
No.
'Cause he's got a sidekick. He's kind of wearing a dress. It's a robe. Another Kronk quote.
Cadastole.
Not a dress. All right. Let me nail this one. Okay, here we go. I laugh in the face of danger. Ha 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 ha.
Lion
That's
King.
5 ha's.
Lion King.
Lion King?
Yeah.
Who says it?
Simba.
Simba?
Yeah. It's Lion King.
Not the frog?
No, it's not the Princess and the Frog. It's Lion King.
Not Doc or Sleepy?
No, Simba says it.
Good job. Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your pain? Treasure Planet. Ooh.
Wow.
Where'd Treasure Planet come from? Big Hero 6.
Oh,
or
Big Hero 6.
Lilo and
Lilo.
Stitch.
It's Big Hero 6.
Big Hero 6.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes, positive.
I've actually never seen Treasure Planet. I've never watched it. I don't know what happened.
We're going home and we're watching.
I don't know what happened.
Treasure Planet's so cool.
I don't know how I missed it.
I really like Treasure Planet.
If I remember right, they had toys at Burger King when we were kids. At some point when the movie came out, I remember having some toys or something. So you're going with Big Hero 6.
Yes.
Good job. All right. Some people are worth melting for.
Frozen.
Oh, who says this though?
On Elsa.
On Elsa.
Anna. No, Olaf. It's Olaf.
Sure. So Frozen.
Yeah.
Good job. Okay. Now let's call 2 more, and then let's do our lesson, and then we'll come back and do more. Okay. So the only way to get what you want in this world is through hard work.
Princess and the Frog.
That's right, kids. Work hard, like for real. Learn to work hard.
God, I love watching The Princess and the Frog.
This is The Princess and the Frog?
Yeah.
Okay. I've seen this maybe once.
I've seen it a lot.
Maybe half.
To be honest, I always skip through the voodoo part because that part's little.
Yeah, there's some stuff in there. Okay. Princess and the Frog?
Yep.
Good call. I would have no idea what that was. No matter how the wind howls, the mountain cannot bow to it.
Pocahontas.
I think that's
Scripture?
in Malachi chapter 7 or something.
Probably.
No matter how the wind howls, the mountain cannot bow to it.
Pocahontas.
Pocahontas.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
It's not Pinocchio.
I haven't seen Pinocchio in a very long time. That movie.
Does it sound like something Pinocchio
No, it
would
sounds like
say?
Pocahontas because it's nature.
Because it's nature. Is it something that Mulan would say?
It is.
That sounds like something like Mulan could say.
Oh. Give me a hint.
I don't remember this one. I think I answered this one, but I don't remember if I got it right or wrong. So you got to think through it. So you don't think you're taking Pinocchio all the way out?
Mm-hmm.
Pinocchio. So either Mulan or Pocahontas.
It has to be Pocahontas.
Pocahontas. Here we go. Good job. And then let's end with this one. Okay, for now. Blow me to Bermuda. Robin Hood.
Oh my word! I haven't seen Robin Hood since I was a
Aladdin
kid.
again. Okay. Sword in the Stone.
I haven't seen The Sword in the Stone in a while.
Dad, if you're watching,
Probably
Mom,
2
if you're
years.
watching, I used to watch The Sword in the Stone all the time. Dope movie about King Arthur. Pretty cool.
Is it
Pretty cool.
Aladdin?
If it's Aladdin, who do you think would say it in Aladdin? Maybe that'll kind of help you.
Genie.
Genie. That sounds like something Genie would say.
Honestly, I'm not
Robin
too sure
Hood.
about this one. Honestly, I cannot remember too much about Robin Hood. I haven't seen it since I was a kid.
What about Sword in the Stone?
Sword in the Stone?
Who would say it in Sword in the Stone?
I don't know.
There's really only 2 characters.
Yeah.
It's either
But it could be part of a song.
Arthur or Merlin. I know the
Ooh,
answer to this one.
You do? Give me a hint.
I know the answer to this one. I will give you the hint. I will say tables. Table, singular.
The Sword in the Stone?
Why do you think that correlates?
I don't know, because of the tables.
Of the Well, it is Sword in the Stone.
It is?
Yes.
Wow, great.
But it's I said table because King Arthur, Knights of the Round Table. I didn't want to give you anything too specific, but yeah.
Whoa, that worked.
Okay. So guys, let's jump over here really quick and let's get into some Jesus speak. Yo. All right. So, if you guys watch, I feel like I have a really podcasting voice today.
Here.
I feel like my voice is like low,
It's because of Kronk.
maybe. Anyway, if you guys watched service or were in service
What if your voice
on
is changing?
Sunday, what if my voice is changing? I don't know. If it's changing, maybe it'll get better. Maybe that's a good thing.
Maybe you could be a voice actor.
If any of you guys are movie producers and you need a voice actor, just call me. I can do Kronk and Bane from Batman. But that's some range, okay? So, Pastor, it wasn't Pastor Haney.
Brother Emery.
Yeah, Brother Emery. Yeah, Brother Emery was talking about something, and Sis Fallon and I were sitting in church, and we were like, this would be dope to talk about. Sis Fallon was like, yo, we need to talk about this to the homies. And so that's what we about to do. We're talking about like quotes and things that people said, and what you say is super important, right? What you do is important, and then also saying is kind of like doing, right? It's kind of like your words are wrapped up, or your actions wrapped up into your word. It means a lot, right? What you say means a lot.
Yeah.
So, let's go to the book of Ezekiel, or Zeke. I wonder if his friends called him Zeke. Anyway, let's go to the book of Ezekiel, chapter 37. The dry bones live. Here we go. The hand of the Lord came upon me and brought me out in the spirit of the Lord, and set me down in the midst of the valley, and it was full of bones. Okay, first of all, could you imagine being just taken up and then sat down in a valley?
Yeah, but that's literally what happened. It says, the hand of the
Whoa,
Lord.
by the way, where did we go?
Oh.
We're like over here. My bad, peeps. We just like disappeared. There we are. Okay, that's good. That's fine right there. Okay. So yeah, that's crazy to think about, right? The hand of the Lord came upon me and brought me out into the spirit of the Lord and set me down into the midst of the
I
valley.
wonder what that means.
Maybe it was a vision,
Oh, I
right?
could
Maybe
see
it was
that.
something like that, okay? And it was full of bones.
Or maybe it really was like,
Whoa.
God was like, hey, yo,
Mm-hmm.
come on.
Yeah,
And then,
right? So he gets taken up and he goes, okay? And brought me out in the spirit of the Lord and set me down in the midst of the valley, and it was full of bones. Then he caused me to pass by them all around. So he said, I want you to just walk. You're just going to walk around all these bones. What?
he may have been even stepping on some bones.
He could have been.
Because it
right?
says it's full
Yeah.
of bones.
Full
When
of
you
bones.
think of something full, I mean,
Maybe there was nowhere to walk and you were just walking on bones and stuff. Maybe there's bones everywhere, right?
Oh.
Now, this is crazy. This gets crazy. He caused me to pass by them all around, and behold, there were very many in the open valley, and indeed they were very dry. Okay, so these bones have been there for a long time, okay? And he said to me, Son of man, can these bones live? So God asks him, can these bones live?
so
What
I
if God,
answered.
what if God just took you up in a way and put you into like a cemetery area, right? And was like, Sis Fallon, can these bones live?
Not by me, but by you, Lord.
What up? That's like a crazy question. And he said to me, Son of man, can these bones live? Sis Fallon said, so I.
Answered, O Lord God, you know.
Verse 4. Take it away.
Me?
Yeah.
Again he said to me, prophesy to these bones, and say to them, O dry bones, hear the word of the Lord. Thus says the Lord of God to these bones, surely I will cause breath to enter into you, and you shall live. I will put, what does that say? I can't see.
Well, oh, my bad. I got the screen up messed over here for you. Sorry, there we go. I'll put sinews on you.
Sinews on you,
Mhm.
and bring flesh upon you.
Yep.
Is sinew like muscle?
Sinew is, yeah, like muscle, like tissue, ligaments, stuff like that. Yeah.
Gross. And bring flesh upon you, and cover you with skin, and put breath in you, and you shall live. Then you shall know that I am the Lord.
Okay, pause right there.
That's crazy.
So, stand in a valley of bones. Okay, then God says, "I want you to prophesy." Now, what does it mean to prophesy? Okay, what does that mean, right? So we see that God tells him what to say, right? So verse 7 says, "So I prophesied as I was commanded," right? And it says, or it shows you that he said exactly what God told him to say. He did exactly what he was told
So
to do.
everything I just read in verse 4
Yeah,
is what
is what he
he
said.
repeated.
Yeah, he said it word for word. And as I was commanded, and as I prophesied, there was a noise. So, first of all, God is saying that these bones are going to come back together
As people, like real life.
and come back to life.
Like dead bones, dry bones. He's going to bring them together and put tissue and muscle on them.
Everything
And
that
put
goes to the
flesh upon
body.
them.
Yes. Eyelashes, eyebrows,
Dude, that's
hair,
so insane.
teeth, everything. Everything from dead to live. Right? I said that was weird. From dead to alive. I need to put an in there. From dead
From
to
death
life.
to life.
From death to life. Yeah. So these bones,
Interesting.
as soon as he begins to speak what God told him to speak, he begins to prophesy. He's saying, he's giving, or he's speaking the words that God told him to speak, prophesying and commanding these bones to come back to life. And I heard a noise, and suddenly there was a rattling. And the bones came together, bone to bone, indeed. And as I looked, the sinews and the flesh came upon them, and the skin covered them, but there was no breath in them. Okay? So let's go to this next 3 verses, or 3 verses. Also he said to me, prophesy to the breath. Prophesy, son of man, and say to the breath, thus says the Lord God, come from the 4 winds, O breath, and breathe on these slain that they may live. So I prophesied as he commanded me. He's doing exactly what God told him to do. He's saying exactly what God told him to do. He's responding. We disappeared again. My bad. I was like all looking at the camera, getting all real serious, and you couldn't even see me, okay? He's doing exactly what God told him to do, okay? So I prophesied as he commanded, and breath came into them. And they lived and stood up on their feet. And there were so many of them, it was an exceedingly great army.
Okay, so it says exceedingly great. So that means there's a lot of them.
Mind blown. Right? Think about it. Then he said to me, the Son of Man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. They indeed say, our bones are dry, our hope is lost, and we ourselves are cut off. So this is when it starts getting into like speaking about the nation of Israel and God's people and stuff. We don't want to focus on this part. What we want to focus on is exactly everything before that, what we talked about, right? We don't want to start getting into some studies on Israel and stuff. We don't want to bore you on this kind of stuff. We want to stay right up top for right now.
It's not boring, but it'd take a long time.
It takes a long time. We want to stay right up top, right? Now, God told him to do something. He told him to speak something specific. He spoke it, and when he did, he saw something miraculous. Something impossible. Something that should not be able to happen, right? So, here's the thing. I'm going to put this main idea on the screen. Watch what happens when you do what God tells you to do.
Yeah.
And this can go in so many ways. Moms and dads, young people, kids. This can go so many ways. Say for instance, you have a sick family member, okay? And you just...
Well, we can use not even an example. We can use me with my sister.
Yeah. Yeah, go for it.
So when I was at the Bible college here, it was my freshman year, and Brother Jesse Cornejo, he was the class president at the time, and he was leading a prayer. And he said if there's anyone in here that needs a family member to be prayed for, please come to the front.
So he stopped everything.
Yeah.
And he felt that there was somebody in here that had a family member that specifically needed prayer because it was not a good situation. So...
So I, like when we talked about, you kind of just feel the voice of God, and you kind of feel that little thing inside you, like the Holy Ghost and like God
is stirring, Jesus is stirring you up.
And you could feel like there's a spider.
There's a spider, a tiny one.
And I was like, I felt to go to the front. And so I went to the front, and I told him about my sister, and we prayed. They prayed over me for a few minutes, and then I went out and I called my mom, and it was when my sister was getting her test results back from a sickness she had for a long time, and they said that they couldn't find a trace of the disease in her blood cells that she had since she was little.
Gone. God moved on two different people here, on Brother Jesse and then on Sis Fallon, right? And together, they came together. Brother Jesse, did he lay his hands on you? Or did you guys pray together?
I can't remember.
Like, did you stand, like, as a representation for her?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he was, like, praying over you, but as for her.
Yeah.
Right? And begins to speak that she is healed in the name of Jesus. And in that same time frame, she is healed in the name of Jesus. Now, here's the thing, boys and girls. You have a sick family member, or there's something going on in your life, and you just came from church and you just heard the preacher preach that you can trust God for anything, that you can pray for anything, and that it can happen, that we trust God. And you're sitting in your room at night and you're like, I feel like I should pray.
Yeah.
I feel like I should pray. And I know that a lot of you have felt that way. Sometimes you feel like you should pray. Maybe I should read my Bible. And sometimes we do it and sometimes we don't. But when we follow that leading of God's voice, awesome things can happen.
Yep.
Just like happened in this story, right? Prophesy, speak that these bones can live. Mm-hmm. Speak that this impossible thing can change. He did it, and he watched God do something that was impossible.
Yeah, it's the same when we were talking about watch what happens when you do what God tells you to do. Mm-hmm. You guys all know that we were in a Sunday jam,
Yeah.
And Jesus spoke to me and told me to go to the front and have you guys pray for me because I was sick. I was really sick. And I went to the front. I told Pastor Josh. Pastor Josh told you guys. And those of you that were there,
Yep.
all of you came up to me, prayed for me, and God healed me.
Boom.
No
Bada
pain
bing,
in my
bada
body
boom.
since then. And I had it for a really long time.
So we pray and we have faith. We believe that Jesus can do it. But like prophesying is like just saying that it is.
Yeah.
That it's going to happen. And it's that special feeling you get from Jesus. It's like, I want you to believe so much that you trust me as if it's already done before you ever see the miracle happen, because he didn't see the bones living and then say, oh yeah, live.
Yeah.
He didn't even see the bones come together and then be like, oh wait, I believe that maybe they can't, then jump in. No, the situation looked impossible, but he still took the words that God told him to do. He believed it so much that he said, you know what? I'm going to say it. I'm going to believe it. And when he did, it happened. Think about, there's a story in the book of John, chapter 5. There's a lame man by the pool. This pool is called Bethesda. This lame man, he's just had, or I don't know if the Bible says that he was lame, but he was sick. He was really, really, really sick, and he had been sick for years. Now what had happened is that angels would come down and trouble the waters in the pool. And crazy story, but true, the first person that could get into the water would be healed.
Yeah.
So everybody that's sick is just laying around this pool waiting for the water to get stirred up, and they're going to jump, they're going to try to roll into the pool or whatever it is to get healed. Now this man, he couldn't get in there quick enough because he was too sick. He couldn't get in fast. But Jesus starts walking by one day, and he looks at him and he says, do you want me to heal you? And he says, yes. And he says, take up your bed and walk. Now, Jesus prophesied to him.
Yeah.
He knew that he could be healed. The man had faith that he could heal him. But before he felt anything, he just went ahead and tried to start standing up. Like he had tried years and years and years. But this time, he could stand up.
Yeah.
And he picked up everything that he had, and he began to walk around. He was healed. Then, some other people, these people called Pharisees, they came over and they said, who told you on the Sabbath, which we don't want to get into that, they weren't supposed to be doing anything, that you could take up your bed and do something like this? And he said, the man that healed me told me I could. Now this is the crazy thing. The Pharisees didn't want him doing what Jesus told him to do. But when he obeyed the voice of God, he saw a miracle, not for somebody else, but in his life. So, boys and girls, watch what happens when you do what God tells you to do, when you say what God tells you to say. When you pray over a family member and they're sick, but you say, be healed in the name of Jesus, or you will be healed in the name of Jesus, or you are healed. Now, boys and girls, we don't have the ability to heal.
Right.
So sometimes it feels a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
It's like, but they're sick. So why am I saying you are healed? Why am I saying you will be healed? If you feel it from Jesus to say it, say it. Because just like the prophet spoke it before he saw it,
Yep.
just like the man believed it and stood up like he did before and never happened, it never worked. When they obeyed the voice of God, when they spoke, when they got up, miracles happened in their life.
Yep.
Jesus, help us to obey. Help us to live our lives in a way that when you tell us to do something, we do it. When you ask us to say something, we say it, and we have the faith and belief, but we go the extra mile and we do that thing we just talked about, that prophesying, and we say something as if it is, even though it's not. That we say and we believe that they are healed before they are healed, because we feel that in us. We feel you calling us to do that. Jesus, help us to obey your word and to do what you told us to do, and to watch you do the impossible. In Jesus' name, A to
Amen.
the men. And we're back with that music.
Okay, on to the quiz.
Are you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
By the way, like, subscribe, share, comment, jump into this. Okay, here we go. We were left with Blow Me to Bermuda. That's Merlin. He says it in The Sword and the Stone. Let's keep it going. Here we go. Oh, yes. The past can hurt, but from the way I see it, you can either run from it or learn from it.
Oh boy.
The Lion King, The Sword and the Stone, Big Hero 6. We've already had a Lion King. We just had a Sword and the Stone. We also had a Big Hero 6. And all of them you got Lion King right, Big Hero 6 right. Sword and the Stone,
Yeah.
you got right. So, another quote from another one of the same. Prophesy to it. Change it.
The Lion King.
The Lion King. Who would say in The Lion King?
Nala.
Nala? I will tell you before I click it.
Okay.
You are correct.
Yes.
But it's not Nala.
Who?
Rafiki.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
That'd be
The
my
crazy
question.
monkey dude. Okay. It appears that now I have an outlaw for an in-law. Tangled. Robin Hood. Zootopia. I don't think we've had a Zootopia one yet. You guessed Zootopia on one, but it was not correct.
It appears that I now have an outlaw. Or an
Brother Garcia, are you watching? You are a Disney buff.
It appears that I now have an outlaw for an
It appears that now I have an outlaw for an in-law.
I really have no idea.
Take a guess.
How about you give me a hint?
I don't know this one.
Man.
But I would tell you what I would pick.
What?
I would pick Robin Hood.
I was thinking Robin Hood also.
Let's go in for it. Ready?
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Yes. Okay.
Lifeline.
This is my family. I found it all on my own. It's little and broken, but still good. Yeah, still good.
Lilo and Stitch.
Who would say that in Lilo and Stitch?
Lilo.
Lilo? I would think Stitch would say it, but that's probably too good of an English sentence. He's like, "Rah, this is my family. I found it."
Maybe it
Sound like the
is
Tasmanian devil.
Stitch.
Or Atlantis. Ooh,
I haven't seen Atlantis in a while.
Frozen. Which one are you going with?
Do you know?
I don't know. You gonna go with your gut?
It's Stitch from
Okay.
Lilo and Stitch.
Good call. It's called Hustle, sweetheart. Wreck-It Ralph.
Ooh,
Tangled.
this sounds like Zootopia.
Zootopia.
I have a strong feeling it's Zootopia.
Zootopia?
It's either the
way I see it, it's either Wreck-It Ralph, Zootopia, or Tangled.
Obviously. Do you know?
I don't, but I have a good
I feel
inclination.
like it could be Ryder from Tangled or the dude from Zootopia.
I think it's Zootopia. I think it's the fox dude from Zootopia. Right? He's a fox?
Zootopia.
Here we go. Good call.
Yes.
Your beard is so
Aladdin.
twisted. Aladdin?
Yep.
Good call. Here's your pan. Here's your frog.
Tangled.
Tangled? Not Princess and the Frog? Frog is in
But
the
I'm
quote.
pretty fur.
I'm pretty fur.
I'm pretty sure it's Tangled.
I'm pretty Steve.
Because I'm pretty sure Ryder calls Pascal a frog and he is a chameleon.
Oh, interesting. So wait, which one are you going with?
Tangled.
Okay. Do you want to tell him about Steve? So I think it was last week.
I feel like it was just this week.
No, I think it was last week. Because it's only Tuesday
Oh.
or Wednesday, whatever. Okay. So I was
Maybe it
I
was
was
on
out.
Sunday after church.
I was out. Sis Fallon was at home.
Saturday.
Sis Fallon was like, "Hey, can you stop by the store and get some stuff?" And I was like, "Word up, homie." And I texted her and I was like, do you want such and such or something?
Something to drink or
Yeah.
something like
And then like instantly I get a text back, Steve. And I was like, who? What? Where? How? Steve? What? I was like, what in the world? And then like I see the bubbles pop up that she's typing, but it's a few seconds because she's laughing. And then she's like, I meant to say sure. But what happened was, do you want to tell them? Our allergies have been crazy.
Really, really bad. So I was typing out sure, and I sneezed, and I was like,
And her thumb swiped.
Yeah, and
sent.
It swiped and sent, and it auto-corrected sure to Steve.
So now, anytime that Sis Fallon asks me something, I say, Steve.
Steve.
You should try it. It's fun. Okay, so you're going with Tangled.
Yeah.
Good call. So where are we going? It better not be any place dumb. Tarzan. The Lion King. Aladdin.
Tarzan.
I think it's Tarzan too. You think it's Tarzan? What do you think? Tarzan?
What's the monkey's name? The gorilla's name?
Ooh, I don't remember her name. It's a her, right?
Yeah.
It's like his best friend.
Yeah. I can't remember.
Are you sure that's why?
That's an elephant. That's an elephant.
Wait, then the monkey, the gorilla is a boy.
No.
No? They're both girls?
No, the gorilla is a girl.
Yeah.
The monkey.
G for girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the elephant's a boy.
Oh, the elephant's a boy.
I'm pretty sure the gorilla's a girl.
I think the gorilla's a girl too.
Whatever.
No, I think the gorilla's a boy. And the elephant is the girl.
No, the elephant's not the girl.
No?
No.
For real?
Yeah.
You're right. I'm playing it back in my head right now. I think the gorilla is the girl. G for girl. Tarzan. We got it wrong. It's the Lion King.
Who says that?
I think
Does Simba say it when he's little?
no, I think Nala says it to him when they're going to the elephant graveyard. Talk about a valley of dry bones.
It is. Oh yeah. That's so true.
Look how that works out. Okay,
no.
so Lion King. There we go. Here we go. Whoa, I need it. Sorry. Over here. There we go. Don't you get any foolish ideas that magic will solve all your problems, because it won't.
The Sword in the Stone.
Sword in the Stone?
Yeah.
Not Cinderella?
I don't think so.
Not Sleeping Beauty?
I don't think so.
All three of these have magic in them.
I know.
Sword in the Stone?
I don't know. Do you know?
I don't know.
Don't hit it yet. Stop. Stop.
Do it. Do it now. What do you guys think? I've really never...
Sleeping Beauty.
I've never watched
Sleeping Beauty.
Cinderella.
You had to have.
Mm-mm. No. Sleeping Beauty, I've never watched either.
It's Sleeping Beauty. It's when the fairy godmothers... No!
Ooh, Sword in the Stone.
Wow, I said that first.
You did. You should have went with your gut. Okay, here we go. Welcome to Mi Casa. That's French for front door. I don't know what this is from. I'm going to go ahead and eliminate Aladdin. But this is an amazing quote. I want to start saying this. Welcome to Mi Casa. That's French for front door.
It's Frozen. Olaf says it to them when they come to the ice castle.
Oh!
No way! Oh.
Big Hero 6. I've seen Big Hero 6 one time.
I mean, I've seen it a few times.
One time.
Wow.
I adore you. I love you. Just translating.
The Princess and the Frog?
This is funny too. Princess and the Frog?
Yeah.
Good call. The sky's awake, so I'm awake. That should be like a phone case.
Ooh, I don't know.
Frozen. Pinocchio.
I have no idea about this one.
Ooh. I don't know. You want to take a guess? What would you guess? Guys?
Sky's awake, so
Gals?
I'm awake. The Little Mermaid. Only because if it's bright, it's going to be bright in the ocean.
I guess so. You ready? Little Mermaid?
Or I could see it being Frozen.
Oh.
What's wrong with me?
Yep.
It's Frozen.
Frozen. Okay, we only got a few more questions left.
Say that to my face, you limp noodle. Mulan.
Mulan?
Yeah, it's Mushu.
Mushu, the little baby dragon?
He's not a baby dragon.
I know, but he's tiny like a baby.
It's Mulan.
Mulan?
Yeah.
Good call. Life isn't some cartoon musical where you sing a little song.
Yeah, it is. Wreck-It Ralph.
Wow. And all your insipid dreams magically come true. So, let it go.
Let it go. I don't know if it's Zootopia.
Not Frozen. Frozen, it says let it go.
I don't know if it's Oh, wait. Moana.
I say Moana. I say Maui says it.
Yeah.
That's something Maui would say.
No.
Oh, you got it wrong.
Zootopia.
Zootopia.
I was right.
Did you say that?
I said Wreck-It Ralph for Zootopia. So,
Well, I said Wreck-It Ralph, Zootopia, or...
No, that doesn't count.
I'd rather die tomorrow than live 100 years without knowing you. That's French for front door. This
one's hard.
This is, oh man, this is like a deep, this is like a
Pocahontas.
This is like a deep one, like a heartfelt. You think it's Pocahontas? Here we go. Good call.
Yes.
Put me down. Put me down. No. Pick me up. Pick me up.
Tarzan.
Tarzan?
Yep.
Who?
It's the gorilla.
You're right. When they're being chased by the monkeys.
No, or the tiger.
No. It's like the trees full of those like evil monkey things. Yep. You should have really thought of that before you became peasants.
It's the Emperor's New Groove.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I know who says this one.
Yzma.
Yeah.
Yzma.
Yzma, put your hands in the air. All right. I think this might be the last one. Flattery. Don't charge these batteries, civilian.
See, these newer ones, I need to watch more.
Wreck-It Ralph has so much stuff in it.
I know.
Because it goes to
it's
everything. Like, it goes into all these other cartoons, all these other Disney movies. Big Hero 6. I don't know.
Maybe Big Hero 6, I'm assuming. I think. Because it's like a lot of tech stuff.
That's interesting. That's a good call. I could see Zootopia. I could see that the Fox dude saying it like as something like off the cuff.
But he's super witty and like so all those other ones. I don't even.
We need your help. What do you want to go with? Big Hero 6, your gut? Tech for tech.
No.
Oh, Wreck-It Ralph. Okay, here we go. I think there's one more. I think this is the last one. I think it said 35 questions. What does an actor want with a conscience anyways? I have never heard this before. Or I mean, maybe I've heard it. I've seen. Well, I've never really seen Princess and the Frog. Really.
I feel like this is the Princess and the Frog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the final one.
No, it's Pinocchio.
For the final one, you're going classic.
Yep.
Pinocchio. Ooh, let your conscience be your guide. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Called it. There it is.
What?
Oh.
I got
Wait,
it
what?
right.
You got the last one wrong. Wait, what?
I got that right.
You got that. Oh, the one before that.
Oh.
There it is. Yeah. Guys, how well did you do?
I made it to level 35.
Yeah.
So you can either brag about that to your friends or try again.
Well. Guys, homies.
That was fun. I liked that one.
Watch what happens when you do and say what God tells you to do and tells you to say. Yeah. If you really feel to pray a specific prayer, pray it and believe it. Especially when you feel Jesus calling you to prayer.
Yeah.
He wants you to trust in him, just like the prophet did. Can these bones live? Well, no. But with God,
the prophet knew.
Nothing is impossible.
With God, nothing is impossible.
So when God told him, he did it, and he saw something that nobody else ever saw. Think about that. God could tell you to lead you to do something, to say something, and he can show you something that nobody
he's
else
never shown anyone else.
Think about that.
It's pretty cool.
Next time you feel it, do it, say it, believe it. Homies, we're out. You know what I'm saying? Get your stickers. You know what I mean?
May the 4th be with you.
Revenge of the 5th.
Revenge of the 5th.
You know what I mean? Peace out, homies.